Welcome back to another episode of Grandmaster Battle Royale. A free-for-all, this time on the map literally made for GSL called GSL Battle Royale. 8 Grandmasters, including our current reigning champion Puck. Face off. Only one will win $100 for the winner. Everyone else, nothing. Last time there was diplomacy. There was betrayal. A lot of betrayal. But Puck became such a juggernaut. 7-8 bases. At some point he had 34 gateways, which is more gateways than like 9 Platinum Protoss combined. An interesting racial split as well. A lot more Zergs than we're used to seeing. The only Terran is going to be Jim Rising, normally a Zerg, but sick of playing Zerg in free-for-all. But with so many Zergs on the field, we'll have to see how it works out. This is one of the largest potential free-for-all maps as well. You have access to pretty much 3 bases. Almost no other potential free-for-all map has access to 3 bases relatively safely. You're never safe. You're never safe. Through diplomacy and soft power, you can be safe. But it is more defensible. You got to ramp at your front. We'll get in there. You got to ramp at your front. You got 2 bases to the back. There's gold bases in the center. More than one. There are 4 of them. So this map won't be modding out unless a lot of players are allowed to sit back and build up. We're not sure who's playing on who. Somebody put your AOL disk in the drive. Okay, we need to put more internet through the tubes. Because apparently the game can't load. You guys are Grandmaster. Alright, I'm not sure which one of you. A surprising amount of GM players play on potato settings with potato computers. I'm not talking Windows 98. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Windows XP scattered in. Some Intel Pentium whatever process. Well, probably not. We'll see. Many of them stream, though, so. Meanwhile, the first boss, the load screen. I've been trying to hype it up. We got through the entire first song of this epic Blizzard music mix, which is always, I mean, you know. But I really expected to be in the game by now. We're not in the game right now, but I guess we can talk about the players while we're in the load screen. We've got Jim Rising, normally Zerg, but the second best. Oh wait! Oh, it's happening. Okay, it's happening. Wait. Oh. Oh, the bars are full. Well, that was one of the observers. Of course it was. And of course, why would you be a bar... Anyways, let's go around the horn. Starting with our players on GSL Battle Royale. It is Jim Rising. Playing as Terran. Going around clockwise is the Professor of Cheese. The most particular cannon rusher out there. The man who almost single-handedly got Protoss nerfed by literally being too smart. There's a story behind that. We may get to it. Already going for a forge. It's printf. Up north, another, the champion of the very first Battle Royale, Riser. Another Zerg Idraling. Not the one you're thinking of, but Idraling, a Grandmaster Zerg player. The current juggernaut, looking dominant in our previous match. Root Gaming's Puck. Eggz from the Black Knight Gaming team. Oh, it's Knight, not like Knight as in like a Crusader. By the way. Oh, wait, what? Okay, we'll get to it. Cheesy Toss. Or Asuna. But his actual in-game name is Cheesy Toss, but when he's playing in tournaments, he goes under Asuna for obvious reasons. There's a proxy hatch, by the way, from our last but not least player, putting on the most aggression It is the giant gnome. And it looks like Cheesy Toss has been gnomed. As the Zerglings are trying to break through. Zerglings from Eggz on their way around. Oh, trying to figure out how to wall off. There's no cybercore. There's already a hatch in the base. Print F looking to cannon rush Jim Rising. Finding the only Terran on the map. An unfortunate circumstance. What is all this? Rocks being taken down to open up some more opportunities. You can already see how many bases there are on the map. If you can survive, you have access to a lot of economy. And that's going to make for some very heavy-hitting plays later on. The probes are going to work. The Cybercore being targeted. Gnome not really focusing as Zerglings, the backstab. The Zerg players team up. Eggz comes in. Or is it EGGZ? I'm going to go with Eggz. But Eggz comes in, and he kills a lot of Gnome's drones. Saving Cheesy Toss. Without that backstab, it's almost certain Gnome would have got in and done critical damage. But already we're seeing the perils of free-for-all. Puck, he's got Zerglings in his base. The rocks were opened up at the back. Usually our protection against this. But Giant Gnome GG already taps out. 3 minutes in, we got one down. We're still gonna find ourselves in a top 10 situation. I mean, we started there, but great probe micro if he can keep the Stalker alive. Very important, he does. The probe survive. Meanwhile, Cheesy Toss now dealing with the Zerglings from Eggz. Who killed him? I don't know, says Eggz. I know, we know. There was actually a little bit of diplomacy in the lobby screen if you didn't join us for that. But people trying to figure out who's on a team, who's not. Mostly agreeing to potentially kill Puck, but Puck doesn't die easy, as we've seen in the past. He rushed me. It didn't work out. Print off with a little bit of Stalker micro. The cannon rush seems to have not taken root. Terran's probably the most capable of easily defending cannon rush. Idgerling ling-flooded me. He's weak. Idgerling does not admit to that. I don't even know where you are on the map, he says. A blatant lie. Oh, Print F. Already going to work. High ground vision being provided. Down goes the depot. Jim Rising, not supply bot, though. He's barely any units. Print F trying to clear out his quadrant of the map. The Lings are coming through. I'm not sure. Idgerling too busy typing in the chat screen with multiple... the triple dot. The triple dot. The ultimate in passive aggression. That's S tier. Even more than replying K to a text message. Oh, the double team on Jim Rising. He can never catch a break. There's Zerglings in the back and Stalkers in the front. I'm actually, well, other way around. You got the idea. Jim down to 21 supply. He's only got 16 workers left. Idgerling has 11, so he's not doing great himself, but the double team. Eggz trying to make sure that any vulnerable targets are taken out, but now Eggz and Print F will fight one another. Jim's SCVs, it's, what is he? He's got a tank on the way. What is a tank gonna accomplish here? Very little. Wait a second, is Eggz protecting Jim? I'm sorry, wait, what? He's trying to keep Print F from killing Jim. Idgerling on top of Riser's units, but there's not nearly enough here. He's actually... Why are you stopping me from killing him? Print F has the same question I have. Eggz and Jim Rising allied. Puck acknowledged. He's got a Colossus. That is interesting. There might be some underhanded diplomacy here. Riser's building carriers. Is this true? This is a lie. We have to fact check all these nerds as time goes on. 8 o'clock. He is at 8 o'clock. I rate that true. Jim's expansion driven off. Riser. Well, right now, Idgerling. There is an observer from Puck actually scouting this. Puck is in position. Whatever. Enjoy ban, you hack. Idgerling trying to live up to a shadow of his idol. That much is obvious. The double immortal drop within safety range of the tank. The Thor! Why is there a Thor? There is no longer... Oh, of course. The pause quit from Idgerling. There isn't any private chats going on. Oh! Print up! Beautiful micro on the immortal so far. That minute micro. And he blocks! He blocks with the Zealot. Down goes the Prism. I don't believe anything was inside it. Idgerling has gone down. 2 Zerg players with 2 early rushes, and 2 will tap out. Hey, Eggz, says Puck, as, well, Eggz is currently engaged in fighting the Pro Toss in the bottom right. Cheesy Toss, a.k.a. Asuna, but I like Cheesy Toss better. It was cool meeting you in China. Puck was at WESG. I'm not sure Eggz was. He may have been. Nice to meet you too, man. Now they've... the creep is about to touch a stressful and... well, a barrier. Not enough. A stressful agreement there. The best players should stick together, right? Puck, it was obvious. It was obvious he wanted something. All right, I'm starting to believe that he had an ulterior motive in mentioning that. Everybody knows what happens in China stays in China, because you may get arrested if you try to post it on the internet. So, except for Puck and Eggz, apparently they made it out. We've got double Void Ray on the way. Terran meching. The only Terran. Wait, what? The only Terran is Jim Rising, who is struggling to find a base to mine from. And mostly dead Printf assessing the situation correctly. He's looking to finish him off. Printf has more probes than he may have ever had in his StarCraft 2 career. But Printf, I think we all gotta root for him. He is the villain that you can only... He's the villain you love, alright? The Thanos of StarCraft, if you will. I don't know why you would, but he has a mission. You might not like what his mission is, but you have to respect his motives. And so far, he's well on his way to killing half these players. He's executed Jim Rising in refugee mode. Pretty soon, he's gonna be in GG mode. Riser, well, let's look at the supplies. We've got the Protoss across the board. 2 Zergs already tapped out. The final Zerg looking pretty good. Eggz, with limited but well-calculated aggression. Oh, the Road Ravager trying to dive on top. There's a lot of shield batteries. If he doesn't get the volley of damage, the shield batteries are more than enough. Cheesy Toss holds his line. The creep is spreading forward, but the bottom left quadrant, the southwest quadrant, is now pretty much fully owned by Printf. Whatever he wants to do with it. Idgerling's base will be cleared by Puck. Puck has 3 bases, and he's going for the goal. Once again, Puck with the mass expansion. He's not attacking anything that is risky. He's playing it safe. He's playing his cards right. Puck has already won 1. Will we have our first back-to-back champion? We're a long way out from getting that chicken dinner. The Puck is looking real good right now. He's not highest on supply, but he has the safest position with the best army composition and the most expansions. Everyone else is a little more hotly contested. Rise are actually going for a 4th. He's going to work into Printf's base. What does Printf even have right now? He's got 4 Void Rays. That's not enough. This is a deadly army out of Rising. There are no Tempests here. Does Printf have what he needs? The Void Rays will charge up. The Archons are stuck behind, but the charged up Void Rays aren't going to be enough. He's trying to target down Colossi, but the numbers game cannot be overcome. Printf getting crushed and maybe cleaned off the map. At the same time, Cheesy Toss moves in to engage Eggz. Eggz, the force field's boxing out for now. It's quite a choke point. The splash damage might be overwhelming. 2 Colossi at the back. Immortals underneath, smashing through. Thought us Protoss were allied, but Printf, some people don't consider him a Protoss. UN Sky Toss, said Riser, just trying to find whatever excuse he can. Hey, Cheese, chill, says Eggz, as they continue their exchanges back and forth. The Roach Ravager not able to push forward, but the Cheesy Toss army not getting driven back. Printf is down for the count. He's not out yet. Jim is our underdog story. There always seems to be one guy who doesn't quite die, still has workers, but has no units for most of the game until somebody sets their eyes on him for a final time. Puck now has 4 bases. I like how Puck is using the chat, by the way. He's participating in every conversation, so it's not suspicious. But he's not, like, trying to start anything. So he's kind of, everybody's reminded he's there, but they have no reason to worry about him. They will have reason to worry about him soon enough, as he now has a gold base. Riser has taken nearly the entire left half of the map. I build a peace wall, as many walls, you know, very peaceful. Eggz agrees to the peace wall and will set his sights on the Protoss to the north. Can someone go kill Riser? At this point, to legitimately answer his question, I don't think there is anyone on the map who can kill Riser. Like Puck once again chiming in. He's like, I got my own problem. Sorry, man. Jim, it looks like Cheesy Toss wanted to expand to this base, and this will be Jim stretching his neck out just a tiny bit. And that might be the end of Jim Rising, no matter how far his buildings rise off the ground. Is Jim Rising strong? Not particularly. He has an orbital somewhere. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But at the same time, Eggz is moving into the base of Cheesy Toss, which may save Jim Rising another time. The base, not gonna be saved. The Roach Ravager takes it out in just a few seconds. The army comes back to defend, but the Nexus is already gone. If Puck and Cheesy Toss could coordinate, Eggz would easily be pincered by the double Protoss. But neither wants to commit. Puck has carriers. Not again. Deja vu. Printf desperately trying to find a place to live. Jim will survive with a single base. I'll let you win someday in ladder. Jim throwing that carrot out there. What is Printf? What is it, Printf? Do you need me? Printf down to his very comfortable one base, though he has 43 probes. I was listing you as still alive players. Printf, ever the mathematician. Roach Ravager. Oh, wait a second. There are Vipers, the harpoons. Well, how about Cheesy Toss? Cheesy Toss looking pretty strong, but not overly so. Puck and Riser. They are going to be the players to watch. Cheesy Toss, his main base is now being gutted. He's been battered around a bit by Eggz. I don't know if he has the army to fight Riser. He's going to lose a Robo. He's lost his main Nexus, all of his tech. All he's going to have are Stargates left over. Riser is systematically clearing out the whole southern part of the map. Puck has lost almost as few resources as the player who tapped out at 3 minutes. Puck and his strategic non-aggression, that strategy definitely paying off here. He got a little bit lucky with the players around him rushing other players. Cheesy Toss taps out. And then there were technically 5 players left, but 2 of them are Jim and Printf, who have like a pseudo agreement to not kill each other because they're both so poor and might not even know that they're there. But Riser's coming in. We might have the Battle of the Titans. The biggest armies on the map. A nice stasis fort. I believe that was Puck's. It's obviously not Eggz. Eggz just gonna go ahead and let this happen right now. He's gonna expand on the corpse of Cheesy Toss, thanking Riser for his efforts. Does he actually want to go down and provoke him? Both these players are maxed out. If one side wins the battle, Riser chill, says Eggz, but the storm's on the carriers. Stasis wards all over the place, keeping the army. Oh, so many of the Stalkers caught. That means there's next to no anti-air. A big warp in from a prism. The Stalkers a few seconds from being unfrozen. Is the timing there from Puck? Does he have the stasis follow-up? No, he doesn't quite have it. And the carriers suddenly get flanked. He wasn't able to nail the timing. The Stalkers are blinking in. Puck is on the run. He has almost no interceptors left. The cannon's not nearly enough DPS. Puck losing a lot of units, but so is Riser. He obviously has the less cost-effective army. It can just be rebuilt more quickly. The interceptors are gone. He recalls the carriers out. The double gold base might have been a bit on the greedy side. And Riser is going to put him back in his place. All the while, Eggz working his way forward. Jim just excited to still be in the game, as is Printf. Don't sleep on them. They have to make an alliance. The only chance for their continued survival and even any remote potential at victory is a Jim Printf alliance. And because both of the Protoss in the middle of the map, despite this battle, they're both still maxed out. Puck is rebuilding. He's got Carriers and Tempest in the mail. Riser's army, he's got more supply. Well, not anymore. But his army doesn't age that well. What are the upgrades? He's got 3-2-2 on the ground. The Tempest coming in from the side, blasting the Colossi down. One goes down. I think we should all ally versus Riser. Printf being run by him in the path. Down goes another Colossus. He doesn't really need him, though. Eggz is just kind of looking around. Puck, okay, has Sky Toss. Yes, he does. I am peaceful. Puck, a peaceful man. A man of peace. Eggz is... If he finds either Printf or Jim, then that's lights out, but... Especially Printf. Oh. Where will Eggz go? Printf's life could be decided. Oh, mothership! Just in time to save the day! That means this base will not be overrun. Does he have upgrades on these? He has 1-1 on the Void Rays. Riser and Puck still going at it. The clutch mothership timing. Oh, the Stalker's coming in, looking for target fire. Not going to quite find it. The Sky Toss army is coming together. The Interceptors continually being cut down, making the DPS of this army significantly lower. Jim and Printf really do have to make an alliance if they're to survive in this match. Who's gonna kill Puck? Who's gonna kill Puck? Everybody's worried about Puck or Riser. Eggz starting to become unnoticed here, as nobody's really been paying attention to him lately. Printf has gone for the gold. Go big or go home, I guess. Printf is now on 4 bases. Don't sleep on him. He's at over 100 supply. He's building Sky Toss in the corner. He's playing the chat game well. Don't believe a word of Puck's lies. Puck is in the opposite corner. Smart of Printf. Well, don't believe his lies. He's got a point, though. Puck actually struggling to keep himself in this. Both Puck and Riser, two of the so far there's only been 3 Battle Royales. Puck and Riser have both won 1 of them. Either of them could become our first 2-time champion. And more Interceptors being gunned down. Eggz is looking for options. Eggz, help versus Puck. Eggz is about to backstab Riser. Exactly the Eggz says yes as he kills Riser's base. What a move! Wait. Oh, he forces a recall. He didn't even see the recall. I don't think he had any real intent on this. Some of the army moved back. Wait. Jim, you're killing your only potential ally. Jim Rising comes in. Jim has Thors out of nowhere. He gets... I don't think there's any possible alliance at this point. The Tempests have to be microed well. The Thors have similar range. Losing the Stargates is important for Printf. Both these players, this is like the two middle school kids beating up on each other while the WWE fighters are brawling in on the other parts of the map. Oh, Riser's gonna come down. Printf getting hit from both sides. And that is an appropriate response. Printf might finally be down for the count. Jim, circumstances out of his control have left him. You deserve this, says Jim. No mercy! Printf transfers the blame. Those are Puck's probes. They just kind of get passed by Eggz. Printf only has the middle base. He refuses to give up. Where did the Tempest go? He recalled them, I believe. Eggz is starting to work on some of Puck's probes. Eggz is all over the place. What are the banks here? What are the resources looking like? Riser has a big bank. Puck has... Oh no, deja vu! Puck has 5,000 gas in the tank. Oh, Jim stepped too far. Those Thors don't move so quick. He bit off more than he could chew. There's not even time to beg for his life. I was in the alliance. Where Riser's going, he doesn't need alliances anymore. They're a distraction. Puck is going on Eggz army. There's a lot of pent-up... there's a lot of backstory to these players. pretty much all of them have played each other on the ladder probably dozens of times, and in like WCS qualifiers and tournaments. These players know one another. This is more than this match, and more than whatever happened in the last Battle Royale match. There's a lot of history here. Puck is scary. A lot of history there too. Doid. Jim Rising is in flight again. He's a refugee. Again. Puck is scary, so you waste effort killing us. Printf right now is going with the hedgehog strat. The hedgehog strat of like, it's gonna be so annoying to kill you, I'm not even gonna bother. I feel like Riser might set his sights because right now there are 2 Protoss. And what, does he just go straight for a mothership? What's the point of killing me? Everyone begging for their lives. Eggz, will he allow the SCVs to live in the corner? Looks like Printf might finally. He's been fighting for his life. I turned the mature language filter on because I found it fun to guess. Puck, grant me amnesty. Printf still has money. Is there a probe in the corner here? Printf has 0 probes, which is not very many probes. If he loses this Nexus, Puck, remember, remember Printf said don't believe his lies later on.
Another bribe for the 2v2 BLH for you two.
You're right. You need to try a little harder with those bribes. But I quote Printf. If I could go back, don't believe a word of Puck's lies. But right now, his survival relies on Puck not lying. As Puck chases the probe around the Nexus. Riser expanding to the entire left side of the map. The Skytoss army. I feel like the investment in Broodlords was a little bit too dramatic. How many Nexi? We've got 7 for Puck, 5 for Riser, and counting for both of them. Eggz is kind of the spoiler now, despite having a huge army. Wait, what are the banks looking like? Yeah, Eggz doesn't have a bank. He's at 158 supply. He desperately needs to mine. Jim is still in the game! Jim is going back. At this point, there's going to be so little attention paid to that bottom right corner. There's a dream. The dream of the Mexican Terran player to rise up and for once a Terran could win. But is it this day? Because a Terran has yet to win. A Terran they really seem to struggle. The Protoss armies are just so effective in these scenarios. Oh, but the battle may... Is the battle joined? We've got +3 and +2. The pot shots, both sides, with Tempest from downtown. Blink Stalkers moving forward. There are stasis wards to help block out. Will he blink again? Big stasis. Does he blink over the top? The stasis blocks for now. Eggz bides his time. Jim exists. Remember, Eggz allowed Jim to live. Oh, wait a second! Puck is overrunning Riser's army! He got caught in a stasis. You can't recall out of that. DTs are in the mix. Riser driven down to 133 supply. Puck is rolling over. He has so much momentum. Printf survives. Jim survives. Eggz stands by, and Riser is being pummeled. The Skytoss, there's plenty of interceptors. He's warping in Stalkers, a stopgap here. What kind of resources? Riser has money in the bank. He has the entire left side of the map. The entire western flank is Riser's. He has potential to rebuild. He might want to put gateways somewhere else on the map if Puck is able to move past. Some more Stalkers are found. Printf survives. Printf is cannon rushing Riser's base. He's gonna get him all rustled up again. Puck has 5,000 guests. The Tempest being shelled. Oh my god. Printf with a double cannon rush. The cannons are up. They may actually kill this base. Puck. Yes, I'll kill the ones. Is Eggz? Oh, no. Jim. What does Jim have? What units does Jim have? He has 5 Thors. Against 27 Infestors, 9 Broodlords, and 10 Corruptors? Jim decides he can't fight that, but what can he fight? There are DTs. Is there even an orbital on the ground? There is not. He has to run. Puck, though, is overrunning Riser's base. Eggz is doing cleanup work. He's sweeping through. Puck is too strong. Mess. Sky Toss. Riser sounds the alarm. But will anyone answer? He's also losing some bases. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have any other gateways on the map. If Puck gets to his production, he cannot rebuild. Printf is slowly building up in the center of the map. He's got double gold now, as well as this Nexus that exists, by the way. The stasis wards to protect against the blink-ins. Riser got to be super careful about it. Those blanks. Eggz is Jim finally actually dead this time? We're gonna find out soon. Riser coming in. There's still stasis wards to protect Puck's army in retreat. Jim is... he's trying to muster his forces. He doesn't see the Infestors because the Infestors are underground. Is Neuroparasite done? Oh no. The Thors will stand, but for how long? Will they turn their coats? They will! He takes them all from Jim! And what is there left? They fight one another! And Jim is in flight again. Not rising to the occasion, but rising his buildings. Once again, the fight continues. Riser starting to drain through his bank. He's almost out of gas. He's not maxed out. He blinks in. There's a stasis ward underneath. The carrier's too strong. The Tempest from downtown. Can he blink in again? Is there another stasis ward underneath? The Stalker's holding their ground. The carrier's out of interceptors. The Stalkers come out of the stasis. He might be able to chase. No, there's another stasis. Continually freezing him and blocking the potential pursuit. The Tempest working their way forward. DT's out of print up! Riser, his economy! He's been backstabbed. And Print F, the parasite on Puck's gold bases has maybe put the nail in the coffin of Riser, who now has barely any minerals. His income is 50 minerals per minute. He's not maxed out. I'll remember this, says Jim. Riser says he's dead. I'm gonna agree. The only player left on the map who could potentially match him, Eggz, with money in the bank. But how much compared? Puck has 2,000 minerals, 7,700 gas. At this point, Print F needs to switch sides if anyone is to beat Puck. If he's committed to a Puck victory, he can make that victory happen. But Puck is once again looking nearly impossible to beat. It depends on the Infestor control. Who can kill Puck? Anyone have an answer? I don't. The map is actually kind of mining out because players were so greedily expanding. Remember, Printf is mining the center. You can't transfer resources. Once they're mined, they're gone, no matter how much you're banking. There's a single DT from Printf. Will be cleaned up. Puck is coming. Eggz is mustering his forces for the battle to come. But can he stop Puck? Puck is expanding over most of the map. It's a different map, but it looks very similar to what we've seen before. Puck want me to kill Riser? No, Puck's already got that under control. Puck, no response because of obvious reasons. Eggz should be asking... Well, maybe he's fishing for information. Wait, Riser jumps. This is his last opportunity. Targets down a stasis. The carriers come in from the back. He's gonna target down as much of the sky toss as possible. How much will he get? Are there any more? There's some storms. The interceptors are too much. The DPS is
Rest
there.
of my bits for a grad. 8,845 total so far.
I don't think you understand how YouTube videos work, but this one, maybe. Fuck. Has he finished him? And does Eggz... This would be prime time for Eggz to move. Puck is struggling to... Well, his mineral income... Puck only has 700 minerals a minute coming in right now. There's not that many minerals left. The south side of the map with all the aggression that happened. Eggz doesn't have that much mineral income either. Riser is denying Eggz getting more bases. Wait, does Riser has one pylon. He's about to be eliminated. Oh, he has 2 assimilators and 2 pylons. Alright, he's got him in the top corner. But he's gonna take one last swipe at Eggz. He's gotta decide, who does he hate more? Because Eggz right now needs to put everything together to beating this Skytoss army. Printf. Something was neuroparasited. Riser taps out. We've got a top 3 situation. Wait, is Jim still in the game? Wait. Did Jim leave? I don't know if Jim left or not. Does he have vision of anything? I don't think Jim left the game. I think he's just chilling. Eggz comes in. He's going to tap on Printf space. Printf is now at 130 supply, but it's going to cut it down a little bit. There's not... Puck is expanding. Oh my god! The empire of Puck continues its iron grip on this map. Eggz is grasping at straws. Puck finds every base with enough minerals to make it worth it, and he will expand there. Eggz is working on Printf. Printf has a sizable army. Enough to take a chunk out of Eggz. Will Eggz be cracked? Oh, he steals the mothership! Printf says, if I can't have it, neither can you. More than enough infestors. Jim has not rebuilt his base. Wait, what? He tried to come back in. Eggz finished him off. Printf's Void Ray might be the death of him. But this isn't a bad army for beating Skytoss. Eggz has a very real chance here. Look at his army value. 9,400 gas. How many? 30 infestors. It's really going to come down to the infestor control. Will the feedbacks be there? The storms. Puck is a micromancer. He's a wizard. But Printf is driven back. He's at 107 supply. It's getting to the point there aren't enough resources to even max out if you don't already have it in the bank. The minerals. Look at the minerals. These are the minerals across the board. Puck only has 1,500. He has a lot of interceptors. Carriers are a rich man's unit. Okay? They're not the unit that you trade it back into the dealer for a Tempest when you settle down and have some kids. Okay? You don't drive a carrier all the way into the end game. Those interceptors will just bleed through your money, especially against infestors. Jim's refinery will survive. I think he's banking on the final option. Oh, Eggz. He takes the toughest. There's no detection. It's a disaster. And Printf, he's managed to survive 36 minutes. But Eggz says no. But here comes Puck. Wait a second. Puck is coming in. Eggz, the effort he put into killing Printf, will that come back to bite him? He's going to lose so much to start. So many Archons in the front. Here comes Puck, angry over the death of his fellow Protoss. Jim rising. is out of here. Now we truly have a top 3 situation in Printf. How did he find another place to put an Nexus, and why is another important question. Eggz has no resources left. Puck is a shoo-in. He reached too far again. Wait. He typed it. I take it back. It's not a top 3. You sneaky devil. He didn't actually. Oh, Jim, with the 200 or 20 IQ strats. Trying to pull this. Oh, no! Wait, he's got a floating factory. Puck Zealots are forcing the movement of some spores. The problem is Puck is mining the rest of the map, essentially. Eggz is not even maxed. He says, hey, chill. Appealing to Puck's inner sensibilities. You killed Printf, and now you're going to die. Rudely killed him. Hey, Jim! Jim, what are you doing? Jim, what the heck? It's time to duel. I'm third place. Or is he? They're fighting for third, fighting to be on the podium, but now fighting no longer. Okay, now we truly have a top 3 situation. Printf takes third place. How does Eggz beat Puck? Puck looks like he's gonna be our very first 2-time Battle Royale champion. Unless Printf has 2 Void Rays and a Dream. There's no minerals left! Let's talk. I have... How is he gonna talk his way? 3 million spores. Seems a little high. I would have believed 38. He actually has 18. 3 million spores. Seems unlikely. Just check. Puck has been this patient. It's been nearly 40 minutes. I think he can wait a little longer. Eggz is trying to drain. There's only 500 minerals here. He's fighting for scraps. Printf is long distance mining with 3 probes. Dude, chill. Puck has no chill. Printf, what is Printf? Nothing. That I don't have. What is this? What do you even mean cannons? Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Printf might not have the units, but he's firing shots all over the place. Just think about it. He's gonna win. Puck now has 9,000 minerals and 9,000 gas. Puck is going to win. Unless there's some act of God. There's still thousands of resources to be mined as well. On the scavenging of the rest of the map. If we work together, then Eggz will still be screwed. Plus 2 Void Rays. 4 Void Rays now. Maybe if I still had my 15 Tempest. If I do remind everyone, Eggz killed his 15 Tempest and then himself lost so much. Why didn't you talk? Looks like this egg is over easy. We've got like the post-game briefing him because you saved Jim. There's some like there's a lot of intricate. Okay, let's do the math here. Let's break it down. So there was Jim. We got Jim, who was saved by Eggz, and then there was Print F. And then over here there was Riser involved. And then we got Puck. So we saw here that Eggz saved Jim from Printf, who attacked him. So that means that Printf wanted to fight Eggz, but Eggz fought him back as Puck fought Eggz. And then Eggz tried to block himself from Puck, kind of unsuccessfully, as Riser fought all of the above. And then, while Riser tried to stop these guys, the Puck came in, and then he was able... So the summary is that only Puck is left. My entire army is 4 voids. What did I miss? It's a second. Is there a prize for second? Is there? I thought there wasn't. I have 3 probes on distance mining. The Honorable Printf is not lying. What is this, Civ 5? Puck just waiting for them to work out all their problems so we can come in and take the victory. Alright. Eggz. Are there any minerals? There's 95 minerals here. But you have like infinity infestors. If he blocks the infestor targeting with his overlords, Puck, the entire map is Puck. Puck has 9,000 minerals and 11.8 thousand gas. Is there even a prize for second? I don't like. Like, this is much ado about nothing. Oh, I'll pay $5 to each of them for them to shut up and finish the damn game. So essentially, no. I don't. There's $100 for first, $10 for second, and $5 for third. Okay, can we go back? We gotta. Okay, so we got Puck, Printf, and Eggz. So what I want to point out is you gotta have the Venn diagram. So we've got. Is there a disruptor shot? And then here, a little bit of both. So of course here we have being bitch circle. We have the honor circle. And then of course we have the sneaky tryhard circle. And there you can see that Puck, honorable, but also a little bit of a bitch, as well as being a sneaky tryhard, whereas Eggz, being a bitch, and Printf, honorable. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. A little bit of being a bitch, though. A little bit. Oh my god. I'm gonna give him a little bit of that. Oh my god. I don't think that's what that do it for the fans. I'm gonna start yelling at people. I'm gonna start messaging. I think they want you to die. Can I get a poll? Live Twitch chat poll. Eggz. Do you want him to live or die? Big live poll. Come and kill me. No more, Mr. Nice Guy. The people have demanded death. Finish him. Wait, talk. No, not talk. Oh, disruptor. Blood. Blood and thunder! It's been 1 second. I'm gonna DM Puck. Is that going to make a statement? You know, I don't even know if he'll see it. I don't know if he sees messages in game. He might not. I think he saw it. Based on his actions here. Oh, the shot! Oh, happy investors! What is he even trying? Is it peace or peace? I actually don't know. I thought it... Yeah, I think he's right. Yeah, he's right. Anyways. The thing is, like, this is not an easy army to kill. If Puck just YOLOs in, he'll probably win, but great fungals as well as neural parasite are a real threat here. Oh, but the storms, the feedbacks, explosions, infested Terrans, storms on everything, interceptors, Tempest, Brood Lords, Revelation, Spore Crawlers, and as you can see, Puck didn't finish him off quite yet. But most of the infestors are out of energy. He needs to recharge those interceptors and move in for the final blow. Yeah. If he didn't have 15,000, he has 3 of the armies on the field right now in the bank. So, in comes the void right. Here comes Printa. The Devil's Triangle, if you will. 2 Protoss and a Zerg. Just like Mama used to make. In come the Archons. The Protoss. Eggz to 20 supply. Printf to 3. Dude, that's BS. I second the 8 question marks. I can't tell if this is a troll. And he doesn't care. Oh my god, we've listened enough. His last buildings are bleeding out. They're gonna bleed out a little quicker. He's gonna let him bleed. Or is he? I trusted you. Why? Don't believe his lies. He's out of here! We've got our top two! GG, WP, Puck, 2 in a row! He holds the line! Losing 47,000 resources. Some solid diplomacy. Making and breaking the alliances. Staying under the radar until he could not be ignored. But Puck wins 2 Battle Royales in a row. Our first back-to-back and our first 2-time champion. Root Gaming's Puck.
Hell, it's about time.
But if you guys enjoyed this, thank you to Team Maxon and Drickit for putting it on. Make sure to like, subscribe, Craigasm in the chat. All of that. But congratulations to Puck. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is, I believe, our 3rd or 4th? I don't know, 3rd or 4th? I believe 4th. Starcraft 2 Battle Royale. $100 to Puck. $10 to Printf and $5 to Eggz. A lot of work for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, smash all the buttons and ring all the bells and subscribe to all the things. Very exciting. An exciting match up until we went into AIM text chat simulator. GG.